Mr. and Mrs. Ross, Mrs. Bijule, Mr. Goy, members of the board, our most valued invited guests, parents, staff, and lastly, my dearest sisters of Girls College. A very good afternoon to you all. According to St. Ambrose, who lived many years ago, no duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. So allow me to get on with my duty of thanking Mrs. Kambasha, who despite her busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. Mrs. Kambasha, on behalf of the Girls College family, would like to express our sincere gratitude for providing such an informative speech. Please accept this small token of our appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've already said before, on this planet there are two kinds of people. The people who go to Girls College and the people that wish they came to Girls College. And today, I think it is evident that you made the best choice by sending your daughter here. It is also because of your choice of sending your daughter to this college that I am standing in front of you all expressing my gratitude. Although I feel my time fulfilling this position has reached an end within the blink of an eye, the year of 2017 has been one of the best years of my life because of your daughters. Each and every single one of the girls here have provided my life with happiness. The unity that I have witnessed in 2017 is the type of unity which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. It has honestly been a life-changing experience. Yes, high school is 6 full years of drama and fights, laughs and tears, breakups and makeups, rushing to grow up and then realizing you want your innocence, hurting over someone, jealousy and envy. It's getting knocked over and over again to the point where you question if you should just stay down. It's those nights where you want to be alone, but you don't want to feel alone. It's experiencing tears on your cheeks which you want to be wiped away by one person, the one person that made you cry in the first place. It's growing up, meeting new people. It's moving on in time, lots of time. It's the hope for a bright future. It's learning and discovering new talents. It's learning from past mistakes, ensuring that they do not define you along the way. It's laughing over someone you once cried over. It's getting stronger, becoming independent. It's a realization that you're still young and adventurous with a whole future at your feet. One day, at the age of 13, you're walking through the gates of Girls College planning for someday, and then strangely, without you ever noticing, that someday is today, and then that someday turns into yesterday, and all that you're left with are regrets. After all, the cost of not following your heart is spending the rest of your life wishing you had, so make sure to make the most of the time that you have here. Following through the footsteps of the legendary head girls that led the way before me, the year of 2017, I aspired to leave a legacy of my very own, which I hope I achieved. A legacy made up of strength, confidence, and kindness. Not only am I the first girl in Girls College history to be standing in front of you all today as an old Girls College girl. Yes, an old Girls College girl, meaning that I've already finished all my Cambridge examinations and I'm officially unemployed after ending the speech. Anyways, moving on today, I want to share with you all 2 stories from my life. That's it, just 2 stories. Love and Loss is the heading of my first story, and it was 4 years ago where this heading got introduced into my life. The very first time I stood in front of a large crowd similar to this to say a speech was actually at the age of 14 at my older brother's funeral. I always believed that a girl with no brother is like a bird with no wings, and so I guess you could say that my wings got clipped 4 whole years ago. It was at that exact moment, at 14 years of age, that I realized youth offers the promise of happiness, but life offers the realities of grief. So I never let this tragedy get the best of me. Instead, I thank God for giving this challenge to me, instead of anyone else, because I knew I was strong enough to overcome it and positively change lives along the way. After all, your fingerprints don't fade from the lives you change, and so I hope, ladies of Girls College, that my fingerprints stay engraved on all of your hearts. In life, I believe that we are all facing struggles, some bigger than others, but as a school, I feel that we have been the anchor to each other's lives, keeping one another's feet on the ground while our heads are in the clouds. Yes, mistakes happen along the way, but before judging someone, I suggest that you take a look at the bigger picture and realize the struggle that can be hidden behind a smile. Never be the reason to someone's misery, because damage can only be hidden, not healed. Remember this. It has been said before that if a person wants to learn what someone truly loves, watch what they photograph. And so, if I had the chance to photograph my entire life and all that consists of it, I most definitely would. Now, at the age of 18, my story of grief continues, but so does my love. My love for the life I live and the people I live for. The love for the hearts I hope to heal and the lives I hope to change. I know that is exactly what my brother Brandon would have wanted after all. Then appreciation came into the picture. Appreciation is the heading of my second story, and by the end of this, I hope to have given you all a different perspective on life. Learn to appreciate what you have before time makes you realize what you had. Look around you and take in the deepest breath of fresh air. That breath you just inhaled was the last breath someone in the world has just had. I ask you to take a moment to thank the influential people in your life, because you are not guaranteed to be given another moment to do so. Trust me, I would know. You as a child only know a fraction of the sacrifices your parents have gone through to get you to where you are today. And it's because of that that I hope you realize just how blessed you are to be in an irreplaceable school like this. There is a very cruel world on the other side of that fence, and you are groomed at this institution to overcome all the obstacles that you are faced with. Girls' College is like one secondary school where all the students and staff join together, form one big heart. The college which is one of the shining stars in our universe that illuminates the shadowed path to all of our futures. And so that is why I say, for those of you who are feeling aimlessly lost in the journey to find yourselves, those who are feeling stuck under the darkest clouds waiting for a ray of sunshine, and for those who simply need a dose of encouragement, realize you are not alone. You have an entire school behind you. I truly believe that all the awards being received today are a real testament to the wholeheartedness of our teachers, as well as the devotion and commitment of all the girls. So well done to each and every single one of you. To the girls not receiving awards today, I hope my speech speaks to you the most. I was also one of those girls that piled the Factor 50 sunblock on before speech day, because I knew I was going to be sitting in the sun and listening to speeches. That was all I was going to be doing. So yeah, I never truly believed in myself, especially my academic ones, until one day I woke up and wanted to be known more than just a funny blonde-haired sportswoman. It was at that moment that I realized an intelligent person does not need the promise of heaven to see the merit in hard work, and it was from that day onwards that I pushed my limits and challenged myself. Along with challenging myself came devastation, and Mom and Dad, two of God's greatest blessings. I'd like to utilize this moment by thanking the two of you for creating me as the person that I am today. Dad, I may have grown out of your piggybacks, but you will never grow out of my heart. Mom, the only reason I was never really into superhero movies was because I knew I had my very own one in reality at home. You're a superhero that has overcome breast cancer and will overcome any other illness that you are faced with. You two have been the best role models, and I wholeheartedly thank you for providing the best life for me. In addition, I'd also like to utilize this moment by thanking my 3 pillars of strength for the year of 2017, Mrs. Ross, Mrs. V. Dubek, and my irreplaceable deputy, Tandeka Nkomo. Each and every single one of you have accepted me for the person that I am, and molded me into the person that I could only ever dream of being, and I could not be more thankful, so thank you. Dex, you genuinely have been my better half this year, with your average advice, 5-minute-long voice notes, and superb iPhone camera. It is definite that a day without Tandeka Nkomo is a day gone to waste, so I suggest that you all find someone like Tandeka Nkomo in your life. I could stand here for the entire afternoon, appreciating all of the people who have contributed towards me becoming the independent woman that I am today. But I truly believe that by mentioning you all in a single speech will not do justice. So rather give me an entire lifetime to provide my gratitude, because it is the least that you all very deserve. Whether you have served as a constant guiding light, like soldier saluters, or just a brief, bright shooting star in my universe, like the executive GC board, you all have made my life that much better. However, the Girls' College Sports Department, the teachers that have had the patience of teaching me, the loving Harari and Bulawayo community, the irreplaceable parents who have opened up their homes to me, and last but not least, my beloved friends. Thank you. Thank you for seeing beneath the surface and straight into my heart. Each and every single one of you have made my life worth living, and for that I will always be grateful. In closing, all that is left to say is, get yourself a prefect body like mine, because it is only then that you really start living life. The ladies in blue, I think we'd all agree that this year has been a complete roller coaster, with lots of meetings, lots of decisions to be made, and lots of hugs along the way. I would honestly take a bullet for you all, and I hope that this year I was able to prove exactly that. Each and every single one of you have brought so much happiness into my life, and I will forever be grateful. Life is an experiment, and we have tried a lot of them, but then again, the more experiments you make, the better you become, and you all have become such beautiful people who will leave their trademark wherever they go. So thank you for leaving your trademark on my heart. I will always love you guys. Thank you. May God bless you all.
All protocol observed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.